Hey everyone, for today for Digimon, we're going to be focusing on the Bagra Army deck. Now, this deck, it was originally introduced in set 10, however, it didn't really have a focus when it was introduced. It didn't even really have any high rarity cards in it. The only high rarity card was the Bagra Army dedicated Tamer, which was a rare at the time. But now with set 11, set 11, we finally do have a proper focus for the deck, which is nice. And now we will, let's just start. For the eggs, now again, unfortunately, I don't have enough of the proper, good purple eggs. So to start off with the eggs, we've got 2 Demi-Miramons. Now, as I've said in other purple decks, I would want more of this guy, absolutely. Definitely 4 of him is the recommended and probably the ratio you should use for this. Anyway, it has the effect of on deletion trigger, draw 1, then trash 1 card from your hand. So you get to draw a card and then you get to discard a card. Purple really likes discarding your own cards. And just to essentially as placeholders for now, we're using 2 Pogemons, 1 attacking, trash the top card of your deck. Not perfect, but it's fine for now. Again, what I really want to use is 4 Demi-Miramons. Of course, let's go to the level 3s. Alright, level 3s. To start off the level 3s, we've got 4 Sound Bergamons. This has the when attacking by placing 1 purple Digimon card from your hand under one of your tamers, draw 1 card, and then on deletion save, meaning you can place this card under one of your tamers when it's deleted. And that has the inheritable effect of opponent's turn. When an effect trashes this Digivolution card, you gain 1 memory. A lot of the lower level Bagra Army Digimon have this ability, which is pretty cool. And it's kind of their main gimmick to do things on your opponent's turn to interrupt them and get them to lose memory, which is interesting. Of course, next up for the 4s, we've got Choo-Choo-Mon. It has the on-play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with Bagra Army in its traits, and 1 Yu-Amano among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's the dedicated level 3 searcher of the deck, which is nice. And he's probably one of the more expensive cards for the deck, since he's, again, the dedicated searcher at level 3. Not that anything in this deck is all that expensive, as it's kind of one of the weaker, less popular decks, at least for now. To round out the level 3s, we've got Chikurimon. It has the on-play effect of, by deleting this Digimon, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Bagra Army and its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Another good searcher, even though I'd say Choo-Choo-Mon is the more preferred searcher, but searching is good. And then on deletion save, you can then put it under one of your purple tamers. And then it has the same on inheritable effect of opponent's turn. When an effect would trash this Digivolution card, gain 1 memory. Choo-Choo-Mon has the same. Almost all of the level 3s and level 4s have this same inheritable effect. I think the only one that does not... all of the low-level Bagra Army cards have this effect, which is pretty cool. So I will not go over it from here on out. That is it for the 3s. Next up is the level 4s. Next up for level 4s, we've got Damemon, which is the dedicated level 4 searcher. On play and when digivolving, if you don't have a Yu-Amano in play, you may play 1 Yu-Amano from your hand without paying its play cost. Okay, so it's not a searcher, but it lets you play Yu-Amano for free, which is nice. And then on deletion, save. Again, I've gone over what save does, and it has the same inheritable effect as everything else. Next up, we got 3 copies of Tuarmon, which is actually an alternate form for Damemon. It has the decoy for Bagra Army traits, meaning you can sacrifice itself instead of one of your other Digimon if it's targeted for a deletion effect. Alternates, all of your Uemanos can't be deleted, and then on deletion you may play one Damemon from your trash suspended without paying the cost. Then it has the same inheritable effect as all the other low-level Bagra Army Digimon. Next up, we got 3 Troopmons. It has the opponent's turn effect of... let's see. Once per turn, when an opponent plays a Digimon or Tamer by trashing one of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory, and on deletion, save. Very nice. Here comes one of the Digicross cards. This is Mad Leomon. Opponent's turn. When an effect adds cards to your opponent's hand by trashing one of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, your opponent trashes cards in their hand equal to the number added to their hand by the effect, and then on deletion, save. Digicross 2. Digicross 2. 1 Digimon with Bagra Army in its traits, which is nice, and then it has the same inheritable effect as everything else in this deck. And then another Digicross card we have is Mad Leomon Armed Mode. Has opponent's turn effect once per turn. When an effect adds cards to your opponent's hand by trashing one of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you draw 2 cards. On deletion, save once again. Digicross of 2 with Mad Leomon and 1 other Digimon with Bagra Army in its traits, and then same inheritable effect. No level 5s for this deck, as I don't think Bagra Army has a level 5. Actually, no, it does. It has Balmon, I think, but you don't really use that one. You mainly use these level 3s and level 4s to forcefully Digicross into your large amount of level 6s. Of course, the first of those Digimon that you can forcefully Digicross into is Lilithmon. On play, trash the top 4 cards of your deck. Then add up to 2 cards with Bagra Army and one of their traits from your trash to your hand, and place up to 2 Digimon with Bagra Army in their traits from your trash under one of your tamers. Opponent's turn. When your opponent moves a Digimon from their breeding area by trashing one of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, that Digimon gains, when attacking, lose 3 memory for the turn. Very nice. It gets you more searches, and it can stop your opponent from attacking quite a bit. Let's see. Another one of the level 6s is Taktemon. We play 2 of this guy. It has the on play. You may play 2 level 4 Digimon with Bagra Army in their traits from your trash without paying their call cost. The Digimon played by these effects gain blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. Opponent's turn, when an effect would trash one of your other Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may trash this Digimon's Digivolution cards instead, which is very nice. This was the original boss for the deck. However, now it's just kind of more of a backup level 6. The final of the generals of Bagra Army is Blastmon. It has Rush, meaning it can attack the turn it was played. And then on play, if this Digimon has 3 Digivolution cards, you get Blitz, meaning even if you pass the memory over to your opponent's side, you can attack with him. Opponent's turn. Once per turn, when opponent's Digimon attacks by trashing one of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Very nice. He's probably the least useful of the main level 6s, but hey, that's fine. The main level 6 and boss for the deck, we've of course got Bagramon, the leader of the Bagra Army himself. He has the on play and when digivolving effect. If your opponent has 1 or fewer Digimon in play, look at your opponent's hand and trash 1 card from it. If your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, place one of your opponent's Digimon under one of your opponent's other Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. This is a great way to mess with things such as your opponent's big level 6s. You can essentially forcefully Digicross them into one of your opponent's weaker Digimon, which is this deck's main way of winning. Onto the Tamers. We got two Matt Ishida in purple. This is your memory resetter for the deck. And for purple, start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, set your memory to 3, and then on play, return one purple Digimon card or one purple option card from your trash to your hand. And then, as with any other tamer, you set your when you check it in security, you can play it without paying the memory cost. That is it for Matt. The final tamer is the quote-unquote general of Bagra Army, even though he's not, Yu Amano. This is the dedicated tamer for Bagra Army. All turns, once per turn. When a purple card is placed under this tamer, draw 1 card, and then gain 1 memory. Your turn, once per turn. When you would play a level 4 or higher Digimon with Bagra Army in its traits, by placing up to 3 purple Digimon cards from under your tamers in the played Digimon's Digivolution cards, reduce the play cost of that Digimon by 2 for each card placed. Essentially, forcefully Digicrossing your stuff. Again, as that's kind of the whole theme of Bagra Army, along with the on opponent's shenanigan effects. Forcefully Digicrossing is the whole point of this deck. Onto options, we've got the 1 Deathclaw that has the main effect of you may delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and then security, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. This is for getting rid of pesky level 3s that might have floodgate effects. 3 copies of Buzzing Fist. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Bagra Army and its traits among them to your hand, and then trash the rest. Then you may place 1 Digimon card with Bagra Army and its traits from your trash under one of your tamers, and then security. You may play 1 purple tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then add this card to your owner's hand. Actually, that's incorrect. It shouldn't be black tamer card or purple. It should be Yu Amano. Although that effect was kind of a spoiler alert, as we're getting a black color Yu Amano later on in 13. So, whoops on their part. So it should have been just Yu Amano. So, yeah. The final card of the deck is Astral Snatcher. This has the main effect of you may place up to 3 Digimon cards in Bagra Army and in their traits from your trash under one of your Digimon as its bottom Digivolution cards or under one of your tamers. Then, if you have a Digimon or tamer and play with Bagra Army and its traits, place one of your opponent's Digimon under one of your opponent's other Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. Security, activate the main effect. And that is it for Bagra Army. Yeah, probably not one of the main decks people are looking for, but still a pretty fun one. And a pretty cheap alternative that really messes with some decks. I hope you enjoyed this video.